Frustrating when the scientific community won't let me be critical of them, but they'll let me be critical of the cults that call themselves religions. They had a thing on this. I was watching something. It said 97 million jobs will be created by AI and all this stuff. It's like, we don't need jobs. We need freedom. Okay. Jobs are a yoke of oppression through manipulation, through a human invention called economics that has the entire planet in turmoil. As people dying from diseases, murdering each other through irrational psychosis, all kinds of horrible things. We need freedom from excessive compulsive behaviors. If you have AI and all these careers in AI, and you oversaturate the world by inventing and building and building and inventing, do something well, do it good. Don't try to sell more products. Build it to last. Share, care, give in accordance to need, build to last. Okay. And when you're doing things properly and you're doing things correctly and you're doing things in a healthy manner, okay, food gets healthier, the air gets healthier, the water gets healthier, the trees are healthier, the other animals and critters are healthier, then human beings get healthier. And any scientific interactions we have, okay, are for the mutual benefit of the world and mankind. Okay, but wanting to go off and travel into the stars looking for a new place to live, when we're still egotistically fighting over this place to live and destroying it in the process, that's delusions of grandeur, and you need to check yourself and scale yourself back. And you need to be more intelligent than your ego's allowing you to be. The scientific community, you really chop my heart, because I'm very patient with you, because I understand that you have more influence on more people than Charles Stanley, than Andy Stanley, than Joyce Meyer, than Creflo Dollar. Okay, these are small fringe pockets set up for genocide through irrational corporations that are playing God in their heads, saying these people need to die because they're bad. These people are ready to live in our brave new world because they are intellectually efficient enough to ascertain what I'm saying and then apply it in physics. Like, just freedom. Okay. Share freedom. You don't give people freedom. Okay. You understand freedom and you share freedom with other people. You're not giving them anything. Okay. They're given life by the glory of God. Okay? So when you come along and say, I'm no longer going to be a complete asshole and oppress you with economics and technology, you're not giving them freedom. You're understanding freedom, and then you're sharing freedom with people. Okay? Do you understand how to think and how to speak and how to interact with human beings as a human being? Okay? I don't think a lot of you do. I think a lot of you are mentally and emotionally disturbed through thousands of years of psychological and biological conditioning. And it's hard for you to step up out of. When I was watching that one earlier about that guy who did the math with Einstein's theory, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But he died before, right at the end of World War I. Yeah, he figured out the math on this theory of Einstein while setting up guns to mass murder other people for his government. These are the type of people that you have solving these equations. Okay. Robert Oppenheimer figured out the math to try to replicate nuclear fusion from the sun, and put it into a bomb and use it to blow up your enemies for economic conflict and warfare. So you're not talking about a very intelligent person. You're not talking about a humble person. You're not talking about a compassionate, loving, intelligent person. You're talking about a person that will engage in psychosis that can destroy us all through selfish perceptions and delusions of grandeur, but thinking they're doing the right thing because they're on the right side of this conflict of right versus wrong. There is no right versus wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. There is no conflict between right and wrong. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You don't engage in conflict between right and wrong. You're either capable of doing right, or you are distracted and destroy others and yourself from wrong. So there's no conflict between right and wrong. Okay? There's no conflict between good and bad. You're either capable of being good or you do bad, and then you start destroying things. You do good, you respect the laws of nature, and you sustain one another through faithfully loving each other. Okay? So there is no conflict between right and wrong or good or bad. Bad is obvious and right is obvious. Or wrong is obvious and right is obvious. Okay. Good obviously works, bad does not. Bad is self-destructive. And then people, what if, we're just supposed to be bad and blow it all up? Well, why don't you just go hang yourself of a tree and have the bag of silver hanging up at your feet? That, the great mystery of what if will be solved right there. What if you just kill yourself? Then we don't have to listen to you say, I can do whatever I want. Even if you think it's bad, you're trying to take away my freedom. Freedom, okay, is living the natural laws provided for our life to share a faithful love with other people. Otherwise, you are taking the word and corrupting it with your arrogant, egotistical perception. Do you understand? Earl be grumpy. Ralphie get Lindy. It's Amy used to say that. Ralphie get angry. Ralphie get mad. Give me the biggest lecture I ever had. She goes, I used to tell the kids, you'd rather have mom discipline you because dad will take you in the other room and lecture you. I like talking to my kids. I like to get them to think about their actions and what they're doing. Because if you get them to do that, you don't have to constantly be there saying, hey, kid, if you jump off that and do that and could possibly kill yourself, I'll beat your ass. When you're not there, they're going to do whatever they want. But if you can explain to them why they shouldn't do it and how much you care about them and how much other people care about them and like them around and how much we love you and appreciate having you because we love you so much. So please don't do stupid, selfish things that could get yourself hurt or other people hurt because of how much we love you. Don't you love Buggy? Don't you love Plim? Don't you love Crazy Ray Ray? Then don't do something stupid that can burn the whole house down. Because I love you. Okay? Escucha me. Habla me. God. Patrick and his Gyppy Kings. I think I'll go try to give that darn kid a call and see if he'll pick up the phone today. All right, I love you guys. He ain't been. I don't know if it's something I said or whatever. I say things to piss people off. Yeah. I try to get people to live the Lord's Prayer, and when they don't, I keep saying, come on, let's do this. Let's stand up and do it. If they get mad and tired of me, it's like, life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'll be back. Okay? Love you guys, all right?